Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to map network drive. There are two methods of mapping network drive. The first method is to map the network drive on a PC, so when a user logs in to that PC, he or she will always see the map drive. This method does not require the PC to join a domain. As long as the two computers are in the same network or subnet, meaning that they are using the same set of IP address, then you can do this type of map network drive. The other map network drive is for a group of people or a department to share the same drive. So the other method is to use a group policy to map the network drive to a specific users or group of users who need to share the same drive. That is the key point. Those users who need to share the same drive. Only these users that are on the group policy can see the map drive when they log on to the PC. This method requires the PC or both of the shared folder computer and the PC to be part of the domain. So let's see how that works. Assuming that I have a large space on my Windows 2016, so I create a folder called Share Folders, and underneath that there are three separate folders called Employee, Supervisor, and TA Van. And I'm going to go ahead and create a file in here, call it Tang folder. Okay, alright. So I'm going to use this TA Van as the first method of sharing, meaning that when I log in, I will automatically see that drive. Okay, only me, not anybody else. And this method is fairly easy and straightforward to map the network drive. So I'm going to log into the Windows 10 PC and make sure that it's logging as me. Okay, so I'm logging as Tang Van. That's my username. Alright, I log into the PC and I'm going to create a map network drive in here. Now to do that, I simply click on the File Explorer, and before I do that, I need to share this folder. Okay, so right click on that, click on the Properties, click on Sharing, and click on Advanced Sharing. Click on the Share This Folder box, and I'm just going to call it TA Van. That's share name, or Tang's folder, doesn't matter. Alright, click on Permission, and I will go ahead and give full control to everyone. Now I also need to add myself to that folder. Okay, so make sure that I have permission to that. Give myself a full control as well. In addition to that, I also need security permission to access to that folder. So I need to click on Edit, and I need to click on Add, and Tang. There you go. And I will go ahead and give myself full control to access to that TA Van folder. Okay, so I need to go to the PC and I need to create the map drive. Now I need to know the path to this folder, and a little while ago when I go to the sharing tab, notice that this right here, that's a network path, or that is the remote path to the share folder. So already have it right here. So I need to do // and here go the computer name, which is right here. And it's when I do that, since already share, it's automatically see the share folder, and there you go, that's a path. So click on it, right click, click on copy, click on network, click on map network drive, and I will use the letter T for the drive T to be the drive for that folder. So notice this is the drive letter T, and the folder is the computer name or the IP address along with the share folder name. And make sure always click on the reconnect at sign in, so every time you sign in it will automatically connect it to that share folder and it will create that drive for you. Click on finish. Okay, so notice that it's already there. Here it goes right here, and let's test in it. If I log out and log back in, it should see that T drive there. Okay, alright. There you go, it's right here, thanks folder. Okay, this is the easy mapping network drive. Okay, you can map any computer drive to any other PC. Alright, the next method is to use group policy. Assuming that we have several departments and each department that want their own map drive, so all of the employees within that department can see a same drive. How do we do that? Well, this is, we call it the using group policy to map network drive. Now to do that, we go into the server manager and click on file and storage service, click on the shares and click on task, new share now, and click on SMB share quick. For the purpose of this training, I'm just going to use this right here. There's other share that you can read. Okay, there's self-explanatory, pretty much description on the right side. So I'm just going to use SMB share. Click on next. Alright, now I need to know where is the path. Well, just happened that this share folder is on the server, so I can just click on the browse right here and find it. Okay, now I'm going to use the employees. Okay, I'm going to create the share folder employees. Click on next, and for the share name I just go ahead and leave employees, and this remote path is very important, so I right click on it, click on copy. I will use it later. Click on next. Now for the share setting, we normally use both of this, the enable access based enumeration and allow caching of share. If you do this, for those people who does not have read permission to the folder will not see that drive, so this is a good thing. Alright, and click on next, and we need to click on customize permission. Well, notice that there are a lot of these users who have some full control, some read execute, some special and full control to that share folder employee. Well, I don't want any one of these. Possible might be just the administrator and the employee, so I want to delete them. Well, let's delete this right here. Click on remove. It says you can't remove creator owner because this object is inheriting permission from its parent. So how do we what do we need to do to be able to remove it? Well, you click on the disable inheritance and click on convert the inheritance permission into explicit permission on this object. When you do that, you can remove it. Okay, remove this one, I remove that one, and I probably leave myself or the user remove it too. And let's go ahead and remove all of this right here. That's why. So I'm just going to ahead add group everyone and give it a full control permission in here. And of course I definitely want to add the group employees group. Okay, alright, and I want this employee to have full control of it. Well, probably not so much full control. So I need to go to the show advanced permission, more additional. I don't want them to delete any file that they create into their directory, so I take that off, and this should be good. Okay, so I'm done with that. Click on apply and click on OK. So click on next and create. Okay, notice that it create the share. Okay, and close. It's right here now. This share, call it employees, and share to this folders right here. Now the next thing what I need to do, since I only want the employees to be able to share this drive, nobody else, so I need to create a group policy. Okay, alright, so click on 2 and click on group policy management. Alright, now for the employees, OU, supervisor, OU, everything show up in here, but there's no policy that will allow them to share that drive yet. So I need to create one. I need to create on the group policy object. So right click on that, click on new, and I'm going to call it employees share drive. Okay, alright, click on OK. Now this is just simply the label of it. I haven't done anything yet, so I need to create a policy, and right click on that, click on edit, and I want to map that drive. So click on preference, click on Windows setting, and right click on map network drive, click on new map drive, and the location, this is where I copied the path earlier. Remember, click on paste, here it goes. So this is the location of that folder, and reconnect, and I'm going to label this as employee. You don't have to, and of course I want to use the drive E as the map network drive, so when each of the employee log in, they will see the drive E, and that's all I really need. Click on OK, click on OK, and that's done with that. Alright, let's see that's going to work. Well, it's not yet. Okay, notice that well, let me go ahead and show you, see what happened. Okay, alright, employee share drives right here. So I'm going to go ahead log into the Windows 10 PC, and as the employee, let me see who is logged in now. Now it's logged in as me, so I need to log out. Alright, and log in as employees, and I'm going to call it employee 1. Okay, now you would expect that when this employee log in, you should see the drive E. Alright, but we'll see. So if you go in here, there's no drive E anyway. Okay, alright, and the reason why, well, because notice the employees on the group policy management, it does not the policy employee share drive does not apply to that OU yet. So to do that, we have to right click on this, click on link group policy object, employee share drive. There you go. Now the policies actually apply to this OU. And what is this OU have? What is OU? Notice the employee group. It's actually the member of the employee 1 and employee 2. Okay. So now that should work. Well, let's go back to the Windows 10. Well, it doesn't work. Okay, the reason why it doesn't work, because we just applied this policy and it has not updated the Windows 10 policy yet, so we have to update that. Now one way to do it, we can do a command on the DOS prompt or command prompt to update that. The other way is to log out, log back in, or either reboot the computer. But instead of doing that, we just use the command prompt to update the policy. Okay, go to command prompt, type gp update /force. Now that is a group policy update. So now we do that, it will update the policy from the domain to this PC. So the drive E should pop up. Alright, notice that computer policy update has completed successful. There you go, it's automatically pop up right here. Okay, so let me go in here and let me create new text file, employees folder. Alright, there you go. Okay, so that's how you apply a group policy for Map Network Drive. Now what happened if I log in as the employee 2? Well, let's find out. It should work also, because employee 2 is a part of the employee group. So employee 2. Alright, it's going to take just a minute to log in. Okay, it's logged in now. Let's click on this and this PC. There you go. Okay, so now I'm logged in as employee 2. It's also see the employee drives right here. So this how you create a Map Network Drive using group policy. You can do this for all of the employees within one single department, or different user that want to share the same drive. Okay, alright, let's do another one example. Is for the supervisor. Assuming that we want to create another share folder, and for the supervisor, click on share, new share, and next. I'm going quickly on this. Alright, and share folder, supervisor, select folder, next, and I'll go ahead copy this path, next, okay, customize this, and I'm go ahead delete all of this. Again, you can't, you have to disable convert inherited, and then you can delete all of this. Okay, I add group everyone. Alright, and give full control, and supervisor. There you go. Alright, okay, so I didn't finish the everyone. Well, let's see without everyone, see what's gonna happen. Okay, alright, apply. Okay, alright, next, and create. So it's a share fail. The reason because we have not allowed everyone, so it will not create for you. So let's go through it again. Supervisors, select folder, next, and the path. Okay, next, and next. Now we need to add everyone's chart and have full control. Okay, apply. Okay, next, and create. There you go, it's created. So in order for you to create the shared folders, you have to have the group everyone have a full control. Okay, alright. Now the next thing what we need to do, we need to go to the group management policy. At this point I'm going to do it correctly, and so create new, and I'm going to call it supervisor share drive. Alright, now the supervisor share drive, I create the labels right here. I need to apply the policy or configure the policy. So the Map Network Drive, new Map Network Drive, and the locations, paste it. Okay, reconnect. I'm gonna leave the label blank, and I'm gonna use the letter S for supervisor. Apply. Okay, and done. Alright, notice that the supervisor here, OU, there's no policy applied to that OU. So I have to right click on that, link to the supervisor share drive. Now the share drive policy will apply to this. Okay, alright, and action refresh. Okay, so if I log in as the supervisor, it should see it. Alright, and click log out as the employee 2. Now we're going to log in as the supervisor 1. Supervisor 1. Alright, and let's see. We should be able to see the S drive. There you go. Okay, and that is the S drive. Create new text supervisor file. Okay, there you go. So that's how you map network drive. I hope that this video helped you. Okay, and in your project you're gonna have to, let me see, here you go. In your project you will have to create a coda for the folder, and let me explain quickly on your coda for you. Where's my server? A minute, here you go. Now if you notice that this right here, there's no coda, okay, meaning that the hard drive is the will use all of the 85 gig space for this folder or this folder whenever it filled up first. So it doesn't really matter. There's no limitation of how much space allocated for each folder. Now most of the company, they don't want you to fill them all of the hard drive. They want to limit the space available for each share folder. So to do that, you have to configure the coda, and in here, say for example you want to have a 10 gig limit. You click on OK. Now notice that the employee share folder will only allow up to 10 gig. When get to that point, and if it's reached a threshold of 85%, then it will email to whoever when you first configure. Okay, and then 95% it will do an event on the event log, and also will email. 100% it will do the same thing. Now these you have to configure earlier before you actually use this task, and you will need to Google to find out how to install the file and sharing policy. In other words, this right here, file server resource manager, that's what you need to install. And then from there you also need to learn how to configure the limitation or the coda of each folders, and then so you can, after you configure that, you can come and add it to this share folder. Okay, alright, thank you.